Good day guys, and welcome to another video. Making these videos is enjoyable. I have a good time doing it. Out in nature, you can't go wrong, right? But it does come at a cost. I've been using my little ZV-1 camera for years and years. It's holding up thankfully because I really can't afford the next one. But every now and then I'm on the lookout for good deals for specific things that I really want to add to make my videos more engaging. One of those things is a drone. I saw a very good deal and I just went ahead. This drone is about 3 years old, meaning it came out years ago. So that's why it might be cheaper, and it was also for sale. So I really got it at a good deal and I'm really excited to test it out, and hopefully it adds something to the channel. Let's go ahead, take it out of the box, and I'll try to get some test footage for you guys before I start to add it to my videos, gratuitous drone shots. But let's see what's inside. So you guys saw the box. I'm going to open it, get everything out. There is many unboxing videos. I'm not going to do all that on camera. All right, we have the box here. And in the box, of course, we have the drone. It is very small, and that's the whole point. You know, it is very light, and so therefore it escapes the need for further regulations and registration in certain countries. So you have the drone remote. It's a very nice meaty remote, and it is bigger than the drone remote. There, all of the peripherals in terms of manual, guides, a sticker. You have a charging cable. If you don't have the fly more package, like me, I don't have the fly more package. I only have the battery in the drone, so I need to charge it in the drone. You have a replacement set of propellers, both front and back. Different types of cable, because of course I'm going to use a phone on this remote, my phone. And you have a screwdriver to screw out the propellers and that kind of thing. Okay, so that's what you get in the box. So as I was saying, this is the remote. It has the joysticks here that you could just take out and screw in, and it's very nice and responsive. So I kind of familiarize myself. I watch a ton of videos. If you think about it like this is on one plane, meaning forward, backward, side to side, according to what side you push the drone. This is up, down, and pivot the drone. So the drone it won't go side to side like this one. It'll turn like this. So up, down, turn, turn, forward, backward, go to the side, go to the other side. And then you have the different type of shots, launch, on, switch arm like between video, and then you have the pivot here. I think that is to adjust the camera head itself on the gimbal, automatic way to take video or photos. And this is where the phone will go, and I already changed the wire to USB-C to USB-C. That's the remote. Now the drone itself, again, is very small, very nice, very compact. This is the gimbal here with the camera. It's covered. So that's the front, top, bottom, back. You see it's covered. So let's go ahead and remove these paper. Oh, it actually opened up the door to the battery, as you're seeing there. Let's remove the ones from the propeller. Oh, it comes out very easily. And next one from this propeller. Oh, it's so nice. It has a nice pull to it. And this covers the gimbal. I nearly broke the propeller blades already. Get off my hands. So this is it here. So let's open it up. You have to open up these legs on top first, because they have a stand that blocks the back legs, the underneath legs. So this is my first time, and it has a spring to it. And these out, out. And that's the drone in all its glory, opened up. When it's open, you could see the back where we could now pull and see the battery. You have the USB charging, and you have the SD card. Take a look at it underneath. And then of course we will have to now pull this off, and that's the actual gimbal there with the camera. It's a 3-axis gimbal, so we should get very stable shots. Well, let me just clear this here. So that's what you get in the package. The next step will be charge everything and connect, and then go for our first flight. Let's go. I connected it to the remote, looked at a lot of online tutorials, and I'm ready to fly. But I haven't been able to. I don't know if you can see around me. All of a sudden when I'm ready to fly, it's very windy. So I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm looking for an open area, because of course they advise you to do that. Open area, no above obstacles, because this is such a small drone. And this is the first version of the Mini 4K. it has no sensors around it or obstacle avoidance. So you have to have clear line of sight and ensure that it is not going close to anything, else it will drive straight into it, or fly I should say, not drive. It connected and picked up the drone really quickly, so everything seems to be working. I just don't want to fly it in too much wind. It's kind of dying down, you know. I don't really have an open area except on the roof of this apartment building, so I want to try to see if I can do it from there. Okay, so I'm here on the roof. That's the drone there. Let's do a test flight. My first time ever flying a drone. Still kind of windy, but I'm going to chance it. All right, let's go. Alright, first successful flight. That was okay, it wasn't hard at all, but the wind is too high. I'm going to wait a little bit and later if it eases up, I'll come back and fly around the area. But then I now have to go out and see if I could find other places I could fly it. Just as an example, to get more footage as an example to this video. Alright, but that first flight was pretty cool. There was a time when the wind picked up and the drone started to drift. Panic a little bit, but I was able to recover and then land it. Interesting so far. Here we are. I'm going to try again. It's windy still, but not as much as before. But let's try it. Press this to take off. The drone is on.
Home point updated.
And there we go. And then we could go up. I just so happened to be passing by this area where it has this nice cove that I come to, and I did a little vlog of it last time I was here. I have the drone. I'm going to take advantage to try and get a nice shot of the cove. This is how it looks from the ground. And now I'm going to try to get a nice shot of it from the air. I haven't looked at the footage yet because of course the footage is stored on the drone itself. From what I saw on the screen while it was flying, it looks amazing. So I can't wait to go home and download it. So excited. It really opens you up to see things from a different perspective. Alright, so I'm thinking where else could I go to get some nice drone footage to show you guys. You can't really get stuff of like Dead End and those nice beaches because that's basically the airport and there are restrictions built into the program that limits or strongly suggest that you don't fly there, and I'm trying to follow the rules. Alright, Perimeter Road is being built, you know, the bypass for Mobile. Took a drive to check those out. I think it came out really well. Now this is just me testing out the drone. Here is my very amateur showing of the perimeter, parts of the perimeter. Just take a drive up Irwindale. There is the longest bridge in Jamaica being built, freestanding bridge. So I'm also going to try to drive up there and take some shots of that bridge. So that's it guys, it's just me testing the drone out, and I hope it elevates the content a little bit. I am not one to just put footage for footage's sake. It must tell the story or at least show the areas I'm going for. So don't expect every video to have a ton of drone footage. I don't ever want to come out of the moment of enjoying the places where I am. So you'll see 1 or 2 shots per video as long as I feel that it will help the video. I'm so excited to get this going and to show you guys some new type of footage on my channel. And as always, remember to like the video, to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay?